Everyone thinks World War III will start with nukes. They imagine mushroom clouds, tanks rolling, and armies marching. But that's the wrong war. The real World War III, it's already happening, and most people don't even see it. Everyone thinks World War III will start with nukes. They imagine mushroom clouds, tanks rolling, and armies marching. But that's the wrong war. The real World War III, it's already happening, and most people don't even see it. Look closely, fiber optic cables at the bottom of the ocean. Satellites silently orbiting overhead. Cargo ships sailing through narrow choke points. This is where wars are now fought. Not with bullets, but with blockades, with cyber attacks, and with economic strangulation. The battlefield isn't land, it's infrastructure. And nowhere exposes this shift more than the South China Sea. If you control Palawan, the Spratlys, the Malacca Strait, you don't just control islands, you control the arteries of global trade. 40% of world shipping, trillions in energy flows. The Philippines may not realize it, but Palawan is Beijing's nightmare and Washington's lifeline. The Philippines may not see itself as a global player, but geography doesn't ask for permission. Palawan, Mindoro, Subic, and the northern islands facing Taiwan, these aren't just outposts, they are pivot points for the balance of power in Asia. For China, Philippine territory is a wall standing in the way of maritime dominance. For the United States, Philippine bases are a bridgehead to defend Taiwan and keep Asia's trade routes open. This small country now sits at the center of a silent world war, whether it likes it or not. Shadow warfare means the first strike may not look like a missile. It could be a port suddenly offline, a power grid collapsing, satellites blinding each other in orbit. By the time tanks roll, the war has already been decided, in silence. That's why the old idea of World War III, two armies clashing in Europe, or nukes flying overnight, is outdated. The US Navy doesn't sail to fight China head-on, it sails to keep supply chains alive. China doesn't build islands just for nationalism, it builds them to choke off its rivals before the shooting starts. The nation that adapts to this new kind of conflict will dominate the century. Whoever masters cyberspace and trade choke points will shape the new world order. World War III isn't coming. It's here, and it doesn't look like you think. The real question is, will you recognize it before it's too late? Dive deeper into the rise of China, the battle for Palawan, and the future of the South China Sea. Only on the Modern World Order. Subscribe now.